Okay. Time to dig through the archives today. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are still hanging in there during these times of being trapped in our houses and stuff for the sake of health. But in today's video, we're going to be looking through a lot of old photos from when I was back in high school with a faux hawk, doing b-boy dance moves and wearing cardigans. Oh, so weird. And a couple early years in college. And during this time frame, I had my Nikon D3100, which was my entry-level DSLR from like a Costco deal. I saved up all this money from like summer jobs and stuff to buy it. And then in college, I just jumped into full frame with my Nikon D750. And during this video, I'm going to be making a lot of sarcastic comments to definitely jab at myself and maybe poke some fun at other people, because we all go through it. We all shoot like this at some point. And I hope that whoever is watching this video is encouraged that, hey, everybody starts from somewhere. I started off by spamming VSCO filters and putting on heavy vignettes and doing some crazy trendy things. So without further ado, let's see my crappy photos and let's get to it. Oh my god. So this was... this is terrible. Okay, so this is a portrait that I set up for myself at a track meet because I was bored. Okay, so this photo I didn't take, but I sure as hell edited it because it was on my camera. I think this was back when Instagram was still pretty young, and I really love using the Nashville filter. I think it still exists on the app, but I wanted to learn how to do it in Photoshop for some freaking weird reason. So I looked up a YouTube or a Google tutorial, and then I found it, and this is how that photo was born. This was around the time when I like first got Ray-Bans too. I got these for free because I like built up enough credit with my optometrist. I'm pretty sure this is junior year of high school, so dark times. The Nashville filter. This isn't even a VSCO filter. This is like me recreating an Instagram built-in filter. This is so stupid. This is your first look at what I used to do. So, okay, so this is going to show you what I'm talking about. How I would never use the same filter in the same exact lighting situation. No consecutive photos would look consistent. It was so stupid. I don't know why I did that. Okay, back when I was in high school, like each class, like class of 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011, would have like one photographer that people would know. And I was a photographer in my class. I wasn't the only one, but like I would be like the one to like take most of the pictures. I wasn't in the yearbook club, but I just like to take pictures of any like school activities. So I went to like one of the girls' soccer games. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a flirt because I was lame. And I didn't know how to flirt yet. This is already embarrassing to talk about. But so I went to one of the soccer games and I got some action shots, and then like I guess the team won. And then I decided to take a group photo, I guess. None of these edits are the same. And why is this one so crooked? Like, what was I trying to do? And why did I even export it? See, this is so stupid. Like, what was my thought process in, like, making this photo? This is even close. Like, I kind of have, like, a slight crooked tilt usually when I shoot. But this is real. The extent of my skills, and I'm pretty sure this was also junior year of high school. Oh my god. Why don't I use the same filter? I probably got so excited from owning VSCO filters that I want to try them all. I really couldn't decide which I liked, so these exist. These exist. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Like, I photographed like most of the school activities, and I went to, I think, the guys' soccer game the next day, and I did the same exact thing. Did not use the same filter in any of these photos. Now, I think my technique got a little better in this. Wait, no, that's impossible. I can't get better in one day. But I think I was blessed with some cool moments in this game, because you see like one of the guys is kneeling down right here, and I just so happened to get these two guys running in the same way, and they're like both wearing very similar outfits. So that was pretty cool. I kind of like this photo a lot. This running photo is pretty cool, but then again, here we go. Like, none of these photos are the same. So this style of photo, I think this is when Tumblr was like really big and high fades and crushed shadows were like a huge thing. So I was definitely a fan of this back in the day, which is probably why I selected that VSCO filter. And I think I chose to use that in a lot of other photos, like moving forward from that. Though I doubt it. I probably selected like 20 other ones. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is a pretty good story. So if you guys don't know what a cotillion is, it's pretty much like the Filipino version of quinceañera, except it's when the girl turns 18, and one of my classmates was turning 18. This was senior year now. She asked me like, hey, do you want to photograph my cotillion? And I never shot a gig before, so this was my first ever paid photo shoot. So I said like, oh yeah, absolutely. No confidence at all. And then she said, oh, is it okay if I pay you $20 an hour? It was a 6-hour event, and me being a high schooler, like $20 an hour is so much higher than minimum wage. I think minimum wage back then was $8.75. So I was like, ooh, over double minimum wage. And this is just for like shooting itself. Like I'm not being paid to edit it, even though I edit it, obviously. VSCO filters. But I really messed up editing this shoot. Like if you're ever going to get paid, you need to spend more time on these photos when you edit them. And please charge higher like when you get paid for your photo shoots. Don't be like me. I charge $35 an hour in college, and I was like a pretty established like photographer already, but I charged $35 an hour because I didn't know how to charge. So charge higher. But $20 an hour for a high schooler, that's pretty damn good. I'm like, damn, I'm rolling in grade. What was I thinking when I edited these photos? Like, did I think that it would be okay to just smack on any VSCO filter I wanted? Why did I never use the same one? Like like these two photos are in the same exact spot. I didn't even move my friend, and it's two different filters. Why did I do that? Marichelle, if you're watching this, I am so sorry I edited your photos like these. This is tragic. No. So I remember back in 2012, I saw like a Facebook photo from one of my friends, and they were doing light painting stuff. They were spelling out their names with a long exposure and all this stuff. So I remember my friends and I, we gathered at someone's house, and like we wanted to do this. So I set my camera on a tripod so we could do some light painting. And we came up with some like really fun ideas. But here, like, I don't know what we were trying to do. But my friend Eric, I think he was posing to be like Michael Jackson, and we drew those things, but Michael Jackson never used a cane. So I don't know what we were thinking. And then like we did like a soccer ball, and we kind of get some like goalie action going on. And what we did was like we lit the people in the photo with like our phone lights. And then someone with like all black clothing and a black hoodie would like cover up like all their skin. And then they would like put on their phone in max brightness and like draw out the shapes, and we would have like multiple people jump in on it. And it was really fun. This was a super fun memory, because after this, I'm pretty sure it was the same night we had like a bacon party where we made like mac and cheese with bacon, ice cream with bacon, artichoke with bacon, bacon with bacon. We made a bacon weave. It was a really good time back in sophomore year of high school. Dang, that was a long time ago. Okay, so this has to be like around the first year of college, I think. And I was starting to get into automotive photography, like just like car shoots and stuff. And my buddy, CJ, really close friend of mine, owns an Infiniti G37. And I wanted to go like on a shoot and like test out some rollers, a rolling shot. So like I'd be like poking my head out of the back of a car, and then I'd be shooting at a slow enough shutter speed that the ground would look blurry enough and the tires would look blurry enough so that it looks like the car's in motion in a still photo. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine composition. But then, even when I knew to shoot at that slower shutter speed, I totally didn't when it was the night session. And I shot it at, I think, 1/2000th of a second. And when you do that for a car shot, it doesn't give you that blurriness of the ground and the wheels anymore. It just freezes time. So even though the car is moving at like 60 to 75 miles an hour, it looks still. And that's not what you want in a car shot, because it's supposed to be moving or look like it's moving and moving fast. This is what you don't do. It looks like it's just parked on the freeway, and that doesn't look attractive. That looks super silly. I knew what I was doing, but I ended up throwing it out the window for this shot. I did it right the first time, but I was like, no, I want to mess it up. Like the VSCO filters. And those are all the photos that I'm going to be going through in this video. I could go all day long through the archives of how bad I used to be, but I'm pretty sure I talked about it in a previous video where there was this like 1 month, I think it was either like the winter of 2018 or 2017, where me and my close friends, we were all into photography. We went like almost 30 days straight of shooting. We would like drive here, drive there, shoot at somebody's house, practice this Photoshop technique, practice this composition, go and shoot that interesting thing. We almost went 30 days straight of shooting. And I remember coming home after those hangouts, editing right away. I would not eat. I would not go to sleep until all of those photos were edited to my liking, and I would learn like, oh, how could I get better? There was not like a single day that I wasn't thinking about how to improve in my craft. I hope that whoever's watching this like is encouraged that I used to suck. Like I used to be really freaking bad, but I put in the time and I was passionate enough to shoot a lot, look at other people's work, learn from it, then apply, learn from my own work, then reapply, and so on and so forth. You guys can absolutely do what I do, if not better. Like if someone comes up to me one day and says like, hey, I used to watch your videos, here's my work now, like, and what it used to look like before, that is the goal. That is the dream. I'm not making these videos to flex on you guys that I can do all this stuff. I really hope that you guys take these videos to heart and believe that, seriously, if you put in the time, you could definitely be better than me. Like these YouTube videos, I'm still pretty bad with like recording audio and talking and all this other stuff. Like I'm getting better with like 2 videos a week, but I stutter really badly and I have so many outtakes. So before I'm in Asian America. Whoa. Ooh, what's going on, everybody? We're out here taking some photos. Oh god. Welcome to but I am getting a lot better because I'm still researching, I'm still learning from myself and seeing how I can make this content more engaging and not have too many like gaps of like what the heck is going on kind of thing. But yeah, put in the time, put in the practice, that's all I'm saying. And that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you click that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you get notified whenever I upload. Leave a comment down below of what you thought of my old photos, and make sure you hit that like button. And guys and girls, I will see you guys in that next video. Peace!